Isn't this a simple question? We are to simplify this expression. And yes, it is very simple. So let us just go through it quickly. If we want to simplify this kind of expression, we look at the numerator and we find 2 to the power of n minus 1. At the denominator, we have 4 to the power of n minus 1. We want to try and make 4 to the power of n to look like 2 to the power of n, because if we do that, we can probably simplify it further. So let's make an attempt to rewrite this in the form of this. You agree with me that we can get 2 out of 4 in index form, because 2 raised to power 2 gives us 4. That way, we've broken down the 4 into 2, right? So let's start from there by writing 4 in index form. So that 2 to the power of n minus 1 all over 2 to the power of 2 raised to power n minus 1 becomes the new expression. 2 raised to power 2 is 4, so nothing has changed. So this expression and this one is still the same thing. But now, this does not look like this. But according to the law of indices, power of power law, this 2, that is the power of this 2, can multiply n. In other words, 2 can multiply n according to the power of power law of indices. If that is the case, then we can change the order of arrangement. We can move the n in here and move the 2 out. It is still going to be 2 times n, because multiplication is commutative. If that is the case, then this expression becomes 2 raised to power n minus 1 divided by 2 raised to power n all raised to power 2 minus 1, because n times 2 is the same thing as 2 times n. So nothing has changed. Now we have successfully made 4 to the power of n to become 2 to the power of n raised to power 2. So we have 2 to the power of n here and 2 to the power of n. Now what can we do from here? You would have noticed that the denominator is now the difference of 2 squares. And it is very easy to simplify the difference of 2 squared. What do I mean? This is an example of the difference of 2 squared. A squared minus 1 squared. 1 squared is the same thing as 1. That is why I did not put the square. So we have the difference of 2 squares. To simplify this, the result is simply a minus 1 in one bracket multiplied by a plus 1 in another bracket. Just take this value a minus this value 1 in one bracket and repeat the same thing, but this time with positive sign, both multiplying each other. That is how to simplify the difference of 2 squares. If you compare this with this, we can say for this case that 2 to the power of n is our a, because this square is this squared. If that is the case, let us write the denominator in this form. Wherever we see a, we're going to put 2 to the power of n. And if we do just that, we're going to have 2 to the power of n minus 1 all over 2 to the power of n minus 1 into 2 to the power of n plus 1. We just replaced a with 2 to the power of n. We replace this a with 2 to the power of n. That's simple. If you look at this very well, at the numerator, we have 2 to the power of n minus 1. At the denominator, we have 2 to the power of n minus 1. And they can cancel out. Once these two cancels out, we'll be left with 1 over this. So our answer becomes 1 all over 2 to the power of n plus 1. Very simple, very straightforward, and I believe you enjoyed it. Not difficult, right? If it is that simple, then simplify this one. A very simple one for you to do. And please put your answer in the comment section. Thank you for supporting Knowledge Base. Thank you for watching this video. Keep supporting us by sharing and liking our content. See you in our next video.